TV in the place to be, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Stalker pretends to be a straight state trooper. Today we're going to Florida. Let's go ahead and
In Tavernier, Florida, an extraordinary tale emerges as a woman's ex-boyfriend employs cunning tactics in pursuit of his desires. Law enforcement's riveting investigation leads to a dramatic confrontation, exposing the astonishing extent to which some will defy the law. In early March, a restraining order that forbade him from making any contact with her in Tavernier, Florida. The ex-boyfriend was
I ain't gonna lie, bro. What's the point of like talking to a female after she done already kind of said she don't really want to rock with you? Just let it go, bro. You trying to find ways to just probably catch her like talking to another dude because you think she talking to you, but you really a stalker and she put a restraining order on you. It's weird. I ain't gonna lie. That shit weird. You're looking at it like, let it go, dog.
was identified as a 36-year-old named Claude. The female victim stated Claude was served with a final judgment for protection against domestic violence in January 2022, prohibiting Claude from contacting her, either directly or indirectly. Since the restraining order was served, an investigation revealed that he had been disregarded display number, effectively concealing his true identity when making contact. But first, let's take a second to hear from today's sponsor. After some time, the female victim reached out to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and submitted a collection of mails, voice recordings, and videos that demonstrated Claude's continuous attempts to contact her. These pieces of evidence depicted him trying to persuade the female to withdraw the restraining order against him. Notably, in one of the calls, Claude went to the extent of using a robot voice in an effort to conceal his identity. However, that didn't quite work. In late
Damn, Claude, you gotta get it together, fool. You down? You got like 5 apps on your phone just to like to sweat these hoes, fool. I don't get it. I don't get it, Claude. Like I really don't get it, bro. Like you got all these apps to change your number, probably text now app, voice changer, bro. Another text now app. When she block all the numbers you get out there, you 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 gotta stop, bro. You gotta find. You gotta find when is when, bro.
March 2022, the Sheriff's Office dispatch received a call on its non-emergency line from an individual claiming to be an off-duty New York State trooper who reported a possibly intoxicated driver driving recklessly.
Sheriff's Office, this is Ashley.
I'm a state trooper from another state. I'm reporting a drunk driver on overseas highway. Like, this person's very drunk.
Okay.
Like,
Give me the description of the vehicle.
it's a white truck.
Do you know what type of truck, what make?
I'm trying to stay away. But this person's really drunk. It's a white Toyota.
And what are they doing? Just failure to maintain lane?
Yeah, they're swerving everywhere.
Okay. What's your last name?
Conan.
And your first name?
Zachary. Yeah, I'm still behind it, and they're swerving really bad. I'm not even
Okay.
kidding.
All right.
You got a cop over here?
There's somebody else dispatching that information.
All right, now this is just me making my saying what I feel about the situation. He ain't said he was from New York, but you gonna be able to know he not from New York. Bro has a southern accent. He got a southern country accent. Like, bro, like I'm from Texas. I hear southern accents all the time. I know we got southern accents here, so I can identify another one when I'm hearing it. Ain't no way you know state trooper from New York. That don't even make sense. You said New York because it's way, way, way far away, but come on, bro.
Out.
Okay. Yeah, she's wicked. I'm telling you right now, this person is wicked drunk. Oh my gosh.
While the alleged drunk driver was passing deputies on routine patrol, they noticed the reported vehicle being closely followed by a white vehicle, which then pulled over to the shoulder. Shortly afterward, Claude emerged from the driver's seat and dashed towards the deputy's patrol car. He made the claim that his ex-girlfriend was driving while intoxicated and promptly asked the deputies not to inform her about his call or conversation with them. Deputies soon conducted a traffic stop on Claude's ex-girlfriend and had her undergo standardized sobriety tests. The female victim voiced her suspicion that Claude was behind the traffic stop and harassing her. In the end, she showed no signs of impairment and was released.
Ma'am, you can put your foot down and go back to your truck. We'll get you out of here in just a second, okay?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because the drunk person, they gonna lean back, something gonna happen, they gonna jiggle somewhere. A drunk person ain't gonna be able to keep that leg up without like putting it down, putting it back up, like on me. So they knew she wasn't drunk. She was like, they probably were like, you were followed by a car saying you were drinking, driving. Claude probably saw her leaving the bar, was following her saying, oh yeah, she drank. I watched her from the outside. Like I saw her drinking. So she's drunk. She's really drunk. And she's swerving. She's probably driving straight to the mall. She's swerving too. Yeah, y'all pull her over. He weird because he just causing her grief. And women don't like a man who gonna cause them grief. Like, especially one that they already said, like, oh, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Bro need to just learn when to say when.
Off-duty law enforcement officer call you in. That's why we have stopped you. Okay? Yeah. Off-duty law enforcement officer observe the violation. Okay, so I understand, I guess, a little bit if you're on your phone, but you have to understand. Maybe we thought you were impaired.
I totally get it.
And we really do appreciate your cooperation.
I get it. I totally get it.
She's fine. Do we have any?
Ain't being on your phone also a ticket? So they just let her go, like, oh yeah, driving crazy, swerving, being on your phone. You know, that's illegal, but it's okay. Like, just get back in the car, do it some more. Stop, come on. Bad girl, stop it. I feel them like saying like, okay, you know, she wasn't drunk, but I mean, on the cool, it probably could get thrown out in court though, if they. Yeah, if they were to pretty much almost coerce her into saying like, "Oh, I wasn't drinking, I was on my phone," then she go with that. She could probably get an attorney to fight that. So maybe they was like, "Yeah, you know, just don't be on your phone. Don't do it." But he didn't really even say, "Don't do that again." She was, "Yeah, I was on the phone." You know.
Anything else, or can I release her? Yeah, she's good.
Thereafter, a sergeant with the sheriff's office spoke with Claude by phone. Upon being asked what agency he worked for, he stated he had another call and hung up. Given the gravity of the incident, the sheriff's office conducted a thorough investigation. Detectives managed to trace the phone number used to make the fake DUI report, only to find that it belonged to a phone application designed to block the user's display number, ensuring anonymous calls. Despite this obstacle, the detectives persisted in their investigation. In due course, the detectives successfully acquired records from the phone application company, revealing the 911 call made from Claude's account.
That's crazy. Text now gave you up, fam. Text now said, "Nah, fool, not on our watch. We ain't make this app for stalkers to call their exes. We made this app for people to be able to talk to their family off Wi-Fi." Yeah, you're done here, son. Text now gave up all the info. That's crazy.
With the company. Furthermore, they reached out to the New York State Police and confirmed that there was no trooper by the false name originally provided by Claude. Claude was then contacted again by the sheriff's office, where he provided several excuses for the audio recordings of him, such as the female victim stealing his therapy folder from his bedroom, which contained audio recordings of him. When asked if the original file would be on his computer, he said he had deleted it. They explained to him that the evidence does not support his claim, and that he may have gone too far trying to get the restraining order dropped. At the end of March 2022, a warrant was obtained for Claude's arrest due to him violating the restraining order, and he eventually turned himself in. During the subsequent interview, Claude evaded answering questions by asserting that he was the victim, claiming that his ex-girlfriend had abused him for years, and stating that he was fearful and dealing with PTSD. When the investigators played the 911 recording, in which he falsely portrayed himself as an off-duty state trooper, Claude denied making the call. Although he admitted knowing the person responsible for the call, he refused to disclose that information. He was shortly released on a surety bond. Following further investigation in late June 2022, another arrest warrant was issued for Claude, this time for the offense of impersonating a police officer.
Damn.
On July 11th, 2022, Claude reached out to the sheriff's office and arranged to meet at a designated location in order to turn himself in on the warrant.
The return says warrant for impersonating an official, and then also a protection order. Who's the one that put out the warrant? MCSO? Us?
Detective O'Neill.
I don't know what it's for or why, but that doesn't sound good. What's the warrant for?
Impersonating an official.
Okay. For what? What'd you do?
My cousin and I called the cops on her for following me, stalking me after with a current restraining order. She was drunk, and they came and let her go, drunk, and literally escorted her into her building.
So how does that fall into you impersonating an
Because
official?
my cousin called, my whole entire family's cops, right? Like literally everybody but me. My cousin was with me in the car on vacation. That's how it went down.
They don't know nobody from your family, fool. They're like, you live in this city right here, and they all cops. Who? You was impersonating one. Like, what leads you to believe that we not thinking they impersonate cops too? Just because of what they say, they cops too. They all sit in the house dressed just like you, ain't got no badges, no guns, but they all cops too. Yeah, my family's all cops. I'm just not the only one who's not a cop. What's your last name again? Oh, bro, gonna come up with a he gonna come up with a last name from somebody he heard who lived in New York. I heard a man lived in New York with his last name. Oh, bro, hoping that's one of them, two of them last names in the precinct, and they maybe go, yeah, I think I seen him, but that was some big cap.
Driving, pull out of the big chill every day like clockwork. You can bet your ass she's gonna know where I am. In fact, she tells O'Neill where I am, finds me at my job, and then tells him, and then he comes to talk to me. And I've been on my best behavior. I pull out, she cuts me off, and probably so drunk didn't even know it was me. Drives into the mangroves and then back onto the highway, and she's an
Without crashing?
dude. She is a complete alcoholic.
So she passed you without you knowing. That just seems too much like you was following her. Like she went somewhere, she dipped. You didn't have to meet her there because you got a restraining order on her. So if she talked to somebody, she talked to your caseworker, or you talk to them, or whoever is in charge of your warrants. Y'all don't have to meet at the same time, so y'all have to be at the same place at the same time. So for her just passing you up, and she was so drunk she almost hit me, bro. You was following her. She probably passed you up not knowing you was there, and then you probably took off after her, making up the rest of the story.
But like without crashing, swerving, driving like off the side of the road. So my cousin's like, you call. Why would you not call? She's called the cops like 80 times when she's trying to steal your house. I said, you call. You're a cop.
Where does he work?
New York. He calls. He didn't give his name.
Bro.
Swear to God. He's 26 years old. And she says, well, that's just my ex calling. So,
bro, how your cousin from New York, but he sound like he from Florida? Where you at? Your ass lying. You try to where your cousin work? New York, nigga. You was lying like a hoe. Oh, you terrible, nigga. Oh my mama, you terrible. You terrible, fool.
I got arrested for that because O'Neill said that it was me on the phone.
Did it come from his phone or your phone?
It came from a different phone, but O'Neill has my phone calling his phone, because we're connected in the phones because he retrieved my phone records. So he has something, but he doesn't have like proof that it's my voice. It's not.
So what you're saying is it was your phone, but without you actually being on the line.
Right. It's not, what am I going to do? I mean, it's not my voice, so.
Do you have a protection order in place?
Yeah, that's why. I have her on camera like 15 times coming down my vlog. Like, I'll be at the front store, kids, just pull right into the truck, go inside, and then I'll come out and literally panic and leave. Of course, my whole life is a TV show. I have a dash cam. My house is put up with cameras.
Smart.
And no matter how much stuff
I ain't gonna lie. When somebody in the wrong and they come up over explaining, what you got to do is just sit back, just like she doing, just get twirling your fingers. Really? That's crazy. And just because when you say that's crazy, for some reason they feel like you saying like go on. You're not saying go on, but they feel the need to just go on. So you're just gonna let them. And then He just giving up the bait. Like everything she's saying, she reeling it in. Like, y'all got that fishing net back there. Get ready for this one. We got a big dummy on the line, bro.
Joe Garcia, he just denies it.
You've already tried showing that she's the one that's contacting you or following you or whatever. So that's the sucky thing about like protecting
She actually came in my house and told me she was going to kill me on camera. I have the video, and then literally took
Where's that?
smelled my bed sheets, went in my bathroom, went through my drawers, and left. The local cops
I was gonna say
lied on police record, said that I came to her house.
you didn't show them that?
I did. I gave it to Judge Garcia. He said she wants to feel safe. I'm going to make her feel safe for 2 years.
No, I know, but what they do about that?
What?
Or entering
You not?
before you
Yeah,
guys-
you're not even making sense. She entered your house, wasn't it true? If she did all that, you would have showed them that, and then they would have been on your side. Why you not on your side? They're not on your side. What's
So
up?
married at the time or together or like
No,
living
she
together?
lived in a different apartment. She lied on record. And the cop even wrote it on the paper. Said she lied. And they didn't do anything about it. And now this guy's destroying my life. Like literally ruining my life. I'm a single dad. I have my kids by myself at home.
Is it kids in common or no?
No, thank God. She just wants money. She called me and asked for 80 grand and sent a phone call to Officer O'Neill and said that I had contacted her. And I still got arrested.
So they just confirmed your warrant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take your hat off, make sure take everything out of your pocket.
Mm.
Hey,
Right.
Yeah, he hopped in.
why did you turn yourself in on your birthday?
Because he was going to come to my house and make a spectacle in front of my family. I think this is her last shot. So she only has 10 more days to respond to the lawsuit, or she loses by default.
Thanks.
So it's like there's a lot of money on the line now. A lot.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Claude was charged with felony counts of aggravated stalking, impersonating a law enforcement officer, unlawful use of a communication device, misdemeanor counts of misuse of the 911 system, and false report of a crime. Lastly, his bond was set at $75,000.
He just paid 75.
Head over to codebluecam.com.
So bro just got to pay 7,500 and he good. That's all he got to pay. 7,500 and he good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro had a cool little story. He had a cool little story. All I did was she came to my house and lied on record and caught everything on camera. I swear she caught me. She came to my house and broke my things and they put it on. It's on record. She lied on record and we got it all on record. Bro, at the end of the day, like they caught you fair and square, fam. Shake my head, shake my head, shake my doggone head. This TP in the place to be. This was hilarious. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, bro. Y'all feel like he was lying. If y'all feel like he was telling the truth, y'all let me know if y'all finna let's give him the benefit of the doubt, or y'all gonna just be real and just be like, nah. He seemed like a lot of his story wasn't adding up. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about some 1 + 1 is 3, and I wasn't going for it. But anyways, man, y'all stay out the way. Until next time.